I went crazy in 2019 after Wuhan was shut down. I figured this was the beginning of the end, and I fell for misinformation campaigns, propaganda. I was early to the chase seeking information, and as more and more information came along, 2019 was 6 years ago, I was just hoping the apocalypse would be a bit more, fast and recognized. Like, we don't really recognize that maybe in voice or ideas, we recognize that, yeah, the world is going to shit. But we keep shoveling the shit into the fire. Our jobs, pouring gasoline on the money holes, the soldier holes. Uh, we keep at it. So we verbally recognize that, yeah, things are going to shit, but our behaviors remain consistent with adding to the shit into the fan. I feel like it's been slow, but what happens when things go fast? Like, these are powder cakes, right? What happens when we don't just shovel shit into the fan, but somebody turns it on? What happens when the consequences of our actions as a society, separate from all of the bullshit that we see on the TV, happens right here at home? I already see it here in downtown Edmonton. Police and criminal gangs and geese gaggles moving around armies on a chessboard, constantly cold, shifting, just waiting for something to happen. Surveillance and information gathering and proliferation of crime and addictive poisons. Yesterday, I had to respond to another overdose within my community. This is the fifth one. And I fucked up. I'm not ready for this. But if not, I'm ready for this. I still have to do this. I don't think I can just jump ship. But how do I survive this ship until it goes down? How do I survive on this sinking ship for long enough to where I can start playing music? In response to all of this, I'm just trying to find a community in which I can stay close to. So when it comes time to sing Kumbaya, I'm not alone in doing so. At the end of the day, do you know why we sing like that? Like, when so many depictions of it, and probably in real life this happens a lot too, that at the end of everything, it is not our materialism, our houses, our drugs, our cars. It is each other. And at the end of it all, there is a recognition of the connections we make as people being the most valuable thing. And I think promoting that connection through music, a kumbaya, is one of the most human things we can do. It is one of the most human victories we can make. We as a species are psychologically designed to be survivalists, to find meaning and establish beauty in tragedy. But in order to establish beauty in tragedy, we need to recognize that we're living one. We need to recognize that that man on the street, in the cold, no shoes, going from screaming to singing in despair at the world, his treatment from the world, his treatment of himself and the cold, is our fault. That me, just simply observing it and then talking about it to a camera later on, I'm just taking advantage of that man's suffering and that pain that I had. I had the freedom to choose to help him and not to help him, and I chose not to help him, and I do not blame myself. In terms of survival, it's a dog eat dog world out there, but maybe that's because we pit these dogs up against each other. And if a dog wants to make a pack, it's more dangerous than just either neglecting the other dog or eating. So I don't blame people who just eat. In response to all of this, I just want to hold on to whom I am for long enough to make this meaningful. But I am scared because I know what happened in Jasper. That fires burn and ravage the old to make space for the new, and the fires burn. They fill the air with toxic smoke, and they destroy my family heritage and things of value to me. But it destroyed so much because we prevented it from naturally taking what it once did. And when it came time that was the case to happen, it took everything it was owed. In fact, we are still in debt. It is a beautiful day out. I think it's going to get quite warm. I have family on a deathbed in the hospital. I'm not all that connected, but I feel as if I need to show my support, at least to the people there. Well, I'm sitting here playing SnowRunner, which I'm not actually betting up against. This is the most beautiful and frustrating game on the entire planet, man. Like, it's literally you versus nature. And it's not like GTA where nature jumps out at you unexpectedly. Oh, that car, that tree came out of nowhere. That I'm looking at a tundra vista with mountains in the background and birds flying around in pre-programmed repetitive circles. And I am left cursing at a rock that flipped my truck. I got my piano. That I haven't been putting too much focus into this piano, but I've been doing a lot better than just this keyboard, although I do love this keyboard. I need to practice. I need to work at things. As fun as playing is, even working at playing. Sometimes working at working is what it takes. Investment into self so I can garner the rewards of it later. I don't want to get stuck in this place, in this time. I want to grow and keep moving. And I ask this question: why build a home in a time that everybody is so hell bent on burning everything down? And then I came to the conclusion it's not playing a full song on a piano. That is the enjoyment. If you could sit down and play whatever the hell you liked instantaneously, that's not enjoyment. You may as well just listen to the music. Why do you build a home in a world hell bent on burning itself down? Because it's not living in the home, it's the act of building it itself. Once the home is built, no wonder we want to burn it down. Because it was never about living in the home, it was about building something of value. So, in response to all of this, I retain my ability to look past, or to look right now, and to see the value of investment as is without the profit. Why build a home in a world hell bent on burning itself down? Because as human, I want to make beauty out of tragedy.